Gamers! Our mining situation at the moment is honestly just depressing. So it's time to expand and upgrade into a fully fledged mining operation. We're gonna upgrade the entrance, add a giant smelting area, a blacksmith, and even a campsite outside. So let's get into it. Alright gamers, first things first, of course, we need to find a location to start our brand new mining operation. And I already have a pretty good idea in mind of where I want to start it, which is actually over here. My god, that's a lot of zoom. So over here is where we started our first little starter base. Well, technically that's our starter base over there behind those bamboo, you know, the thing we came from. But this was our starter base, you know, just this little hole in the ground. Yeah. But I eventually did actually convert this into our mine. See, down here is what leads down to our mine. This is my quarry for where I get all my stone. As you can see, I've excavated a lot of stone. And yeah, I think this is going to be the perfect spot to convert basically into our mining operation. And so the first order of business is going to be terraforming this and shaping it into how I want. Basically, I think I'm going to want to just cut off this entire little nodule that sticks out here. So yeah, cue the time lapse right now. Alright gamers, there is our completed terraformed area, and it is now time to enter the planning phase. I do have a crappy little sketch that I made, you know, before I started this video of how I kind of want to lay it out. So let's get started kind of, you know, planning, I guess. So for the entrance, I'm wanting like a big kind of arched entrance. So let's just go in here and start, you know, just shaping out something. I think having a nice wide entrance is going to look quite good. We want it to be not exactly, you know, even on both sides. I do want it to be kind of natural looking. So yeah, I think that's going to be pretty nice. Let's carve out all of the rest of this. And yeah, so that's our entrance. We're going to obviously excavate that a whole bunch more inwards, and then we'll go down as well. But I kind of just want to leave that there so we can actually plan out the rest of the stuff. So off to the left side, I'm wanting a big, like, kind of tower building that's going to have our furnace room. And so I want this to actually stick out a bit from the wall. Let's maybe have it start here, and we'll have it stick out maybe 4 blocks. And there, so that's kind of the shape of it there. I think I want it to be a little bigger. Yeah, I think I want it to take up a little, well, actually, I don't know. That's going to be pretty big. Yeah, I think that should be fine. If we do need to actually make it bigger, we can easily just do that on the inside, and we can just have the outside be, you know, the aesthetic part. All right, so that's the planning for the furnace area done. I will, of course, texture this with stone. I might just add a couple in here just to remind me. Yeah, I have some awesome ideas for this. It's going to turn out pretty sweet. So that's going to be directly next to our entrance here, and then to the right of our entrance is where I want the actual blacksmith building to be. So let's start the pillars maybe out here. Let's extend this up. Let's add our sticky outy bits, of course. Yeah, I think I want to bring that in maybe 2 blocks. Okay, there's the moved over framework. I'm liking that positioning a lot better. And so now I actually want to make sure that this is going to work. So if we add in this here, because this is going to be pretty tall, we obviously want this to be 2 floors. And yeah, I think that should be fine. They're going to be kind of short, but that's okay. That should be fine. Now, I don't know if I actually want to add another building over here because I think it's going to be too wide. If you see this, you know, this is like what I have to basically base my builds on is the ratio of the screen here, you know. I need it to fit in the thumbnail, basically, is what I'm trying to say. And this is already pretty wide of a build, so I think adding another building is just going to be too wide and it's not going to fit in the thumbnail. Yeah, it kind of sucks that I have to base my builds around, you know, how it looks for a thumbnail, but, you know, that's just how it is. I'm used to it, so yeah, it's whatever. But something I definitely do want to add is a nice little campsite right in this spot here. That would be... That would be absolutely beautiful, mate. So now it's actually time to just start building these. Let's start off with our little furnace room on the left here. Now, I definitely need to add some texture into these here. So let's go ahead and replace some of these blocks with some stone. I would like cracked stone bricks, but that means we're going to have to find the stronghold, I believe, as I don't think they're craftable. And I think they're only found in the stronghold or something like that, which I am just not quite ready to do just yet. So I think stone is definitely a good substitute. So yeah, let's actually just add in all of these front walls, and I'm gonna make this a couple blocks taller as well. And yeah, so let's just get started. So yeah, basically, I don't like this thing at all. It is just, yeah, it's way too wide and way too short. I don't want to make it any taller because it's just going to look ridiculous. So my new idea is to actually make this smaller and then add a second smaller one on the, like, kind of joined onto the corner. I don't know exactly how it's going to work out, but yeah, basically, we're going to start the time lapse and I'm going to redesign this whole thing right now. Okay, my god, after multiple revisions, I'm finally happy with the shape and size of these two little smokestack furnace room tower things. Now, it's time to actually finally start adding in all of the details to this because right now they're just two big rectangles. So the first thing that I actually have already done to the top one here is add a ring of slabs along the top. And that is so that we can add some iron trapdoors on the inside here. But actually, before we add those, I have some campfires as well. This is, of course, to add smoke, you know, billowing out from these as if the furnaces are on inside and the chimneys are, you know, working away. Next, let's head up to the top one up here and add the same thing in. Oh god. Oh my god. Kids, that's why you eat when you're hungry. Oh my god, dude. This series literally almost just came to an end right there. That's like the third time I've fallen from the top of that. I gotta be more careful. I'm getting a bit too complacent here. I don't know if complacent is the right word, but it sounds cool when I say it. I do really need to get some better food as well. I'm sick of munching on carrots, to be honest. And bang, there we go. That cost a lot of iron and is probably actually never going to be seen, but I just like the fact that it's there. All right, so we've got the campfires added in. They're now actually, you know, got smoke coming out the top. Now it's time to detail the main kind of, you know, rectangles. And this first idea here is to add these stair blocks in here as if they're kind of like cracks. And then along the tops here, I actually want to just add some in like this. Now let's just take a step back and see how that's looking so far. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I think we do need to add another one in here somewhere, actually. Let me quickly go up and do that. Okay, there we go. That's looking better. Now, of course, we need to add that all to the big one as well. So I'm just going to get that done real quick right now. All right, and there we go. That's the two furnace tower things done for now. I'm actually pretty happy with the way this turned out. I like those little slat kind of details there. So yeah, with that done, I think it's time to move on to maybe the actual entrance part here. And so for this, I'm definitely thinking I want to make this a lot more interesting than it currently is. And to do that, what I want to do is actually maybe add some parts or like, you know, a whole ring here that's actually going to protrude out from the wall here. And we can make that even more pronounced by removing some of the back wall here like that. And we'll actually probably replace those blocks with stone. So let's get started replacing all of these dirt blocks here with some stone. And yeah, we'll just kind of replace all of these blocks here with our, actually, I don't know why I'm doing it textured. What the hell? Okay, there we go. That's looking a little better there. And now we'll get started actually working on shaping this little thing here. I don't know what else to call it. And now let's just have this side protrude out as well. I might actually have to shrink this inner block because it's going to be a little bit too close to our blacksmith. And along with that, I might as well, you know, just start the time lapse of completely terraforming this thing. I'm going to smoothen out these corners here by using a whole bunch of stone stairs and slabs, of course. Just stuff like this to make it look nice and smooth instead of having these like harsh jagged edges. Yeah, so let's get started with the time lapse right now. Okay, I went a little overboard in the time lapse and I decided to just kind of transform the surrounding landscape as well. I just lowered this whole area down a bit just because I felt like it was a little bit flat in this area. So I definitely think that adds a nice bit of, you know, height variation to it at least. And yeah, so there's the completed entrance design. I don't know if I actually want to add any like wood supports or anything in there. Actually, I have an idea that involves some trapdoors. I've got some in here. Let's whip them out. There's an old ass build of mine where I actually did something like this and it looked really cool like that, and then we close all of those up and it kind of makes a little like support pillar design. But yeah, it gives us something like that, and then I could just add another one on this side. So yeah, I might actually add that in soon, but yeah, for now I'll just kind of explain what I've already done. So yeah, I've shaped this entrance here, and I also added a little entrance here that takes us into the like buildings on the inside here. So yeah, that's where we're at right now. I'm liking it. It's coming along pretty nice. So yeah, next let's actually work on the details for the entrance here. Okay, so I've just gone ahead and grabbed a bunch of spruce stuff here, and I think let's actually just replace this. I do like it, but I want to try something different that I think might look a little cooler. I want to try maybe on this first layer here, I want to have some pillars that are kind of like embedded in the side of the rock. Let's just see how that looks. Okay, it's off-centered firstly. So I'm gonna have to move that over one more. Okay, that's looking much better now. And now the next thing I want to do is actually hook it up together along the top here. So let's just do that. I don't know why I'm talking about it. Why don't I just do it, you know? And now I want to add just a couple of little details around this. So let's surround this middle part here with some trap doors. And then I think what could look cool is having some signs kind of going along the sides just like this. So yeah, I think that's looking pretty good. Let's just go ahead and continue with the details here. So actually on these parts here, we could replace these with some stairs like this and have it, you know, bang like this. And then these two spots here would be perfect for some lanterns too. Now, I don't really like how exposed like this like side is. And it's still kind of off center. Like, oh, I don't know. It's just pissing me off, to be honest. Okay, and there we go. That is looking way better than it was before. Holy crap, dude. Okay, just to get a feel of how this, how big this like interior space is going to be, I'm just going to expand it and kind of dig down into our little mine as well. And so yeah, I'll meet you guys back up here once I've gotten all of that done. Okay, and there we go. There is our giant frickin' mine staircase thing all built. Now we have an easy access from our mine all the way down to the bottom of this cave here. And now the next thing I want to do is actually just pretty up this entire thing. So firstly, I want to add maybe some like wood pillars in the corners here of this area. And I want to kind of like protect it from, you know, the surrounding cave, because we got a bunch of these little guys everywhere. And I don't feel like getting attacked every time I frickin' come down here, man. Where are you, little butt? Dude, he just... Oh, he's up there. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Oh! I swapped my pickaxe too early to get the freaking XP into my thing. Yeah, so those guys are absolutely everywhere, and I just want to, you know, protect my little mine thing, you know? And so to do that, let's just make a big old stone wall, I guess. Yeah, that's better. That's good. Okay, we'll seal up this back wall as well. Dude, what is that noise? There's a freaking drowned in there or something, freaking gargling up some shit. Jesus Christ. Then for another detail, we could definitely add in some stairs in between here with some trap doors. Chuck a lantern. Actually, we can't do it there because it's not in the middle, but we could do those at least. And now for this back wall, because this is just a big old plain boring piece of shit, let's add some little visual interest kind of things in this, like a big, I don't know, thing. It's like a big crack in the wall, I guess. And then we'll have it maybe open up here. And yeah, that's looking pretty good. We definitely will be adding a whole bunch of barrels and other details throughout this. I just, you know, I'm not getting around to that right now because I do want to finish up down here first. Get the hell out of here, buddy. Yeah, down here, I want to have like a landing area. So, you know, we're just safe and protected from all of the freaking mobs that are everywhere down here. So let's start adding like a little bit of a kind of protection shelter thingamajig. And then we can add some walls in. Jesus, dude. What are these freaking zombies on, man? And we'll just kind of God, just go away. This is what I mean. They're so annoying, man. Right, so now we can add our little stopper for our minecart thing here. Let's also add a bit of a fence around this just to, you know, stop the mobs from getting in. And yeah, I just kind of like the idea of having this open so that we can easily just, you know, exit any side that we want. Let's maybe add some little bracing kind of supports in the middle of all of these pillars. And then we can, of course, add all of our details to this too, like our trapdoors, you know, our lanterns, all of that kind of stuff. So just give me a second and I will get all of that done right now. Okay, and there we go. That's looking pretty good. We got a nice little safe spot. Well, you know, we're not really safe from skeletons, which kind of stinks, but yeah, I don't know. I might figure something else out later. I just kind of like this being like open. It looks cool, like a mine thing, you know? But yeah, so that's it for down here for now. I do actually want to head back up to what we're supposed to be doing now, which is this area in here. Let me quickly go to bed. And so yeah, I'm going to quickly go grab a bunch of detailing blocks to add in here. So give me a second and I'll be right back. All right, and we are back with a bunch of detailing blocks. So let's get started. Right off the bat, I definitely want to add a little bit of texture into the ground here in the form of a pathway. And for that, I have a bunch of cobblestone slabs that I'm going to be using as, you know, just full blocks. And yeah, that's looking pretty sweet. The next thing I want to do is just add a whole bunch of these random blocks absolutely everywhere. I think that's pretty cool. Now, I think this area here definitely could use some little details. So let's maybe add another one of these. Actually, maybe not right in the doorway because that's going to be kind of annoying. Oh, and another idea I just remembered as well is stone buttons. Adding these onto the ground is such a nice little detail for mines, as it just makes it look like there's little stones kind of everywhere. And I don't know, I just love it. Another detail that we could definitely do for the floor here is some stone stairs on the side like this. Oops, not like that. And it just kind of looks like little cracks in the ground. Just adds a little more, like, you know, uniqueness to the ground. And yeah, that's pretty cool. I love that already. That looks so good. The next thing we need to actually sort out is our railway system. And yeah, this part's probably going to be pretty boring. So I'm just going to continue our rails all the way down. I'll add in all of our powered rails as well, and I'll meet you guys back, I don't know where, but somewhere. All right, and there's all of our completed rails. Let's actually just go ahead and test and make sure we can actually make it up to the top. Oh, man. Oh, shit. Okay, we need to add a couple more powered rails. Oh my god, give me a second. Okay, this should work now. Let's give it another try. Come on, baby, you can do it. Yes. Okay, and there we go. We've made it all the way back up to the top. Hell yeah. Now what I'm gonna go ahead and do is just continue adding a bunch of little details like all of this stuff absolutely everywhere throughout this entire thing. All down here. I'll add heaps of lights along this side as well and down there. So yeah, we'll probably just start and do that as a time lapse right now. All right, and there we go. There's all of the details added in for down here at least. I don't exactly know what I'm going to do with this platform yet, so I've just kind of added details to it. Yeah. But yeah, up here is probably my most favorite area. This looks so good with the little drip stones and just all the details. I love it, dude. I also added this nice little idea of like a minecart not on a track, and you just kind of push it and position it where you want. I think that's such a nice little detail to add right outside our entrance here. So that just about completes the actual mine portion. What we need to do now is actually fill up our furnace room. So I'm gonna go mine a whole bunch of cobblestone, and I'll meet you guys back here in just a second. All right, gamers, and we are back. And I have a pretty nice idea for our interior here. As you can see, I have given it a bit of a makeover. So the first thing I want to do now is actually add some little corner pillar blocks here. Let's add that in on this side as well, and I think I might add one sticking out on this part as well. And so in here, I'm actually wanting to add a semi-automatic blast furnace. Not blast furnace, what the fuck am I saying? Super smelter. And so basically with this design, the first thing we're going to do is add a row of barrels at the bottom. Above this, we're going to add a bunch of hoppers. Those are going to be connected to our blast furnaces. Then we're going to have to crack out the old scaffolding, head up here and add in 6 more hoppers all along here, and then finish it off with a bunch more barrels, like so. And there we go. We've got our semi-automatic I keep saying blast furnace, dude. What is wrong with me? Our semi-automatic super smelter. So the only thing we have to do is put our smelting block in here, and then we can simply just put in whatever smelting item that we want to put in these barrels. We can put stacks and stacks of it, and it'll just continuously smelt and output into these barrels down here. And yeah, so that's the semi... I'm not even going to say it again. I keep saying the wrong thing, but you know, it's what it is, okay? Okay, let's add in some barrels along the sides here. And then in here, I just want to add some just regular furnaces and some blast furnaces as well. And yeah, that's looking pretty cool. I actually really love this. A nice big smelting area in here. Oh, shit. Yeah, I'm actually really happy with the way this turned out. This looks awesome in here. It's like a proper big, like, blast furnace area. I don't know. But yeah, so we're all done with our super smelter. We're all done with our entrance, basically. Now it's time to turn our attention over to the blacksmith building. All right, we are now set and all ready to start building our blacksmith. So let's get started. Now, my idea for this is to have the bottom floor here completely open, and then we have a ladder that's embedded in the side of this mountain here that'll lead you up to the second floor where we'll have our wooden walls. I think something that's going to look pretty nice is having our stairs underneath all of our pillars here, and then connecting them up to the bottom with our spruce fences. And now I think we definitely will want to have like a balcony here that'll extend out and kind of cover this like outside portion here. And there we go. There's our little balcony thing. Yes, dude, that's looking so good. Man, what the hell? Oh, perfect spot for a lantern too. Slap that in there. That's fine. Yes. Let's make our way up to the second floor and get started up there. Oh, and dude, I just got the best idea for our doorway here. I'm actually frothing frothing, like foaming at the mouth right now, dude. Let's add in our ceiling real quick, just so we have a place to stand on. Bang, there we go. Okay, now in here, let's grab out our trap bloody doors, mate, and smack those in. Holy crap, this is gonna look nice. Okay, then we're gonna grab our door. Bang, let's take a look. Bro, that is looking good. Okay, let's grab our stairs. Bang, bang. Trap door, trap diddly door, trap door. Done. Yes! Now let's head inside here and actually start excavating a bit of this dirt that's in here. So let's clear all of this crap out. So yeah, just give me a second. Okay, there's our cleared out area. I've also just replaced the floor with some corn on the cobblestone, just because I thought that would be, you know, a super nice floor texture. Actually, I missed a spot here. What the hell? There we go. Yeah, so down here is looking super nice. We'll be probably adding in a ladder. I don't even know where. Maybe here? That's actually quite a good spot, maybe. Let's whack those on right there. Okay, sweet. Now, for the side walls, let's get started figuring this out. Yeah, dude, that's looking pretty good. And there's that wall done. Now, let's get started on the roof. I think what I want to do is just my classic curved roof design. I'm going to show you guys how to do that right now. So you start like this, then we add in another slab like this that makes a full block, and then one final slab connecting to that. And this is where we start our stairs. We add another backward stair, another normal stair, and then when we've reached the middle, we know we're in the middle by, oh, Jesus Christ, man. Sorry about that. We know we're in the middle when we've reached, you know, in line with the door here. We're going to add an upside down stair and then cap it off with a stone brick slab. Now we're going to remove half of this goddamn tree because it's in our goddamn way, mate. Get out of here, buddy. What are you doing? Okay, then we're going to head over to this side and, you know, just, of course, repeat the exact same thing. That's how you make the signature disruptive builds curved roof design. Patented, registered, and trademarked by myself. So make sure to credit me when you use it. I'm just kidding. You don't need to credit me. I'm sure there's been plenty of other people that have made this roof design before me. And there we go. A signature disruptive builds curved roof design is as simple as that. Now we are looking a little bit bare in this area here. We could definitely add in some detail. And I think what could look cool is a bit of like an arch that kind of mimics the roof shape, but is maybe a little more mellow. Now the final thing we'll add is a slab here, and that actually gives us the perfect spot to add a little lantern on too. Hell yeah. All right, I'm back with a bunch of blocks. Let's get started detailing the interior here. So for our first floor, I'm thinking I want to make this kind of like the primary workshop, and I want to center that around a couple of anvils and a dunking water bucket thingamajig. So I think let's position the anvils here and here. Yes. And then I think maybe right here is where we could add our little dunking bucket. So that's our little primary workstation. At the back here, we can add a bunch of detailing blocks. Oh my god, that looks good, dude. What the hell? Next, in these corners here, we can add in our blacksmith table. We can add in our crafting table, like that. Okay, we're back with more lanterns, and the final detail that I actually forgot about was to add a little campfire on top of this. And then maybe on this side, we could add in another lantern just to brighten up the back wall a little bit. And yeah, dude, that is looking like a proper little workshop. That is awesome. Now it is time to head up to the top floor and add in just some more stuff. Okay, and we're back with a bed. Let's slap that in right there. I think that's going to be a pretty good spot. Hell yeah, that's a nice little storage area. Actually, before I forget, let's quickly head down. Something I want to add out here is like a log pile, you know, as if, you know, some fuel for the furnaces. Oh my god, and there's the rain, of course. So I think a small little log pile, maybe right here, could look nice. Yeah, it's a nice little log pile there. Okay, let's head back upstairs and figure out... Oh, it's actually storming, meaning we can go to bed. Yes, no more rain. There we go. We've got a fully furnished blacksmith interior upstairs, and we've got a fully furnished, beautiful workstation workshop area. And now for the final thing, I did say I wanted to add a little bit of a campsite out here somewhere. And let's just get straight into designing a bit of a tent design. And something that definitely helps with building tents is adding in like a wood element to it, because without that, it's going to be very blocky looking, and it's just not great. And to do that, we're going to be, yeah, like I said, just adding this stuff on. Or actually, I think let's have this on this layer here. We'll continue this around over to this side. And yeah, there you go. It just kind of helps it look a little less blocky. Just having that smoothness around it just makes it, I don't know. It's a little extra detail as well. It's always nice. Let's slap a bed right there. Let's maybe go at the back, a bit of a barrel on this side, some chests. That is a nice little tent layout right there. That is awesome. Now at the front of this, of course, we do need some like a campfire, of course. Okay, there is our hay bale, there is our campfire, and here is our little log seat. Hell yeah, that is super nice. We definitely need to connect our pathway up to here. Yes, that is absolutely perfect. I love that. We do actually really need some grass in here, like this grass. And another thing we need as well is definitely to add some texture into this. Just as I was looking at it as I was coming back here, it's just very plain. And I think the perfect texturing block is going to be some andesite. So let me go grab some bones. I'll get some andesite as well, and we'll just get stuck into that. Give me a second. That, my friends, is why you have mob sounds turned on. Holy crap. Alright, and we're back with a cheeky little bit of andesite and some bone meal too. Let's start sprinkling in some grass. I don't want it to be too dense, so we're going to be taking out decent chunks of it as we bone meal here, just because I don't want it to look really, you know, overgrown. Okay, and that just about does it for our grass. It's looking a lot more lively here now, which is basically exactly what I wanted. Now, it is time to get started adding in our andesite details in here. Let me actually make some slabs and stairs out of these. Okay, that should be a decent amount. And basically, yeah, what I'm just going to go ahead and do is just replace some of the existing blocks here with some andesite ones instead. Just a very light texturing is all it's going to need here, just to elevate it a little more. So I'm just purposely selecting some blocks that I think will look nice being andesite, like this slab down here. Yes. And I might also even add some in here as well. All right, and let's take a look at our completed creation. Oh yes, dude, that is looking way better. Just that little subtle texture adds so much, man. That is insane. And yeah, so that just about does it for our entire giant mining operation build. If you like this build and want to download it for yourself, be sure to check out my Patreon. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.